Dear Corey, I have been thinking about something you said to me. Two things, actually. And rather than argue them out only to hear you say, I'm defensive, which brings me back to 1956 when men played Jules Pfeiffer tricks on women at every turn, I thought I would write to you and let you know what I am presently thinking. You tell me that my shoes are proof that I don't like myself. Corey, going out with you saying things like that is proof that I don't like myself. And to go out with you further would be proof that I hate myself. And anyway, what business is it of yours whether I like myself or not? I could easily say to you that your weight is proof that you fucking hate yourself. But you don't hear me saying it until now because it's bad manners. The only thing that matters is whether I like you, and I was hoping to be able to until you said what you said about my shoes. I happen to know for an absolute fact that I am as beautiful now as most women ever hope to be. And I am positive that my position vis-a-vis the world is one to be envied. The fact that I don't have to go on being a secretary for the rest of my life, and that handsome and kind men are my friends, and so are generous and warm women, is something that I never take for granted. When we discussed Marilyn Monroe, Corey, you seemed to feel you were some kind of liberal saint, giving Monroe the benefit of the doubt with regard to Arthur Miller. But the thing you did with my shoes was the same fucking thing that Miller and his dumb friends did to Monroe. They didn't take her seriously. They didn't admit that she was wonderful. They just thought she was a dumb movie star whose job it was to be beautiful. Now, you know that Arthur Miller in his whole life is never going to give the world 1/10 the joy that Monroe did by turning and smiling to a camera for a moment. But you tell me my shoes are proof that I don't like myself. Staying with Miller was proof that Monroe didn't like herself. Staying in New York was proof. And your reaction to Mick Jagger was old foggy. You reacted just like some regular theater person would have reacted to Marlon Brando in The Wild One, claiming that Brando fostered violence and shit. It's the reaction of someone who can't get free of something that's closing in on him. Age. And your insistence all the time on honesty is grueling. Though I tried not to notice. Because what the hell do you mean by honesty? Honesty only allows for what can be expressed in words, and words are tawdry and shopworn and not alive. When honesty is spoken by you again to anyone, think about my green shoes. I love those green shoes. To me, they symbolize brazenness and innocence and shocking behavior and unpredictability. I've been wearing them every day since I got them, and I have been so grateful that they are comfortable, because if they weren't, I'd have to wear them uncomfortable. The thing that would probably be closer to the truth of the situation is that you don't like them. You think they're wrong, you idiot. I probably wouldn't have gotten so enraged if I hadn't realized that you were about to Brian Hunt me if you could, turning into a 1950s Greenwich Village girl. And the adjectives used by all the guys in those days to describe the girls who were desirable were soft, pretty, warm. Well, nowadays, the words to describe women are brave, smart, working. Do you think I want to sink back into that morass like Brian wanted me to, being all soft like Monroe? But poor Monroe could never be so soft enough, pretty enough, warm enough. The men were always picking at her because she couldn't hide how smart she was, and when women are smart, men say they're hostile. For God's sake, Corey, please refrain from criticizing the shoes. Please refrain from Freud altogether. Freud was nice, but he didn't solve anything, and nothing solves anything. So quit looking for proof. Lay down your mind, relax, and float downstream. It is not dying, as old John Lennon once got a hold of himself enough to say. Love, Eve.